We are live. Let's get this stream out there.
He walked a run in. He said, fuck it, I'm not pitching Springer. All right, what do we got, gentlemen? What do we, what's on the edge?
Some people filter in here.
Yeah. Okay.
Get this thing, I'm trying to get the link for it.
That was a changeup. Not a good one either. All right, who's on deck? Or who we got? Altuve. The tube is up, Don. The tube's about to hit a grand slam, man.
Love that little man.
I heard he gets his uniforms at the Baby Gap.
And probably. He's like 5 foot tall, man. Double play. Oh, safe.
Donnie, did you mean to send that link to us?
Yes, that's gone. All right.
Oh,
one more and we got the Yankee team total.
Nice.
That thing was crushed.
James Harden has 23 points. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he might be heating up.
I looked at his points, rebounds, assists, and it was 45, and I said, I don't know. I don't trust James Harden. He's gonna have that shit before halftime, man.
I just left it alone because Porzingis I already had a good day. I should have hammered about 4 guys on this actually, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw Porzingis versus the 6'5" center, and I said, okay, yeah, that's my bet.
You need him to miss some shots, though.
I wouldn't be surprised if Doncic and then Westbrook and Harden, all 4 of them, hit their targets, whatever their targets were.
They don't even play the fourth quarter.
It'll probably be a close game.
Is it close? What's the score?
39-34. Dallas has a great offense, man. Dallas has the best offense in the league.
Who's winning?
According to the metrics and all that shit.
Who's winning?
Houston's winning by 5 right now. But that's nothing in basketball.
It's still in the first quarter, though, right?
Yeah. I wonder what the over-under was on this.
228, I believe.
So what are you guys thinking about this new NBA? The start
I erupted on that. I like it. You kind of forget that they're in a bubble if you in the fourth quarter anyway. Like I had adrenaline, kind of like NASCAR or soccer or any of this shit. I mean, when it's the last 2 minutes or the last 10 laps, you're still gonna watch.
Yeah.
Who the fuck they played on the moon?
Get this thing started up here in a minute. We got a lot going on this weekend.
The only thing I was joking about is the Orlando. Orlando's a shithole. Orlando's where you go to move if you've given up.
Yeah.
Like, you're either born there or you made a lot of money or you kind of just like, rent's only $800 to live in Florida. So I'm just going to be here then. Those are your 3 options.
Get this thing started up here. So what's going on, guys? Happy Friday.
We're watching the Angels fall apart right before our eyes. They just bases loaded and he beaned Bregman. They just walked in 2 runs, man.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. Anyway, Angels are falling apart. All the Astro haters out there, I know there's a lot of them, man. I know people hate the Astros.
I don't hate the Astros. I just hate the fact that they didn't get suspension.
Well, I mean, they basically got the death penalty, though. And here's the bad thing about it is that the fucking, the Yankees and the Red Sox and probably every other team were doing the same goddamn thing, and nobody else is going to get any kind of penalty whatsoever. You know what I mean? They took the hit for everybody, basically. At least that's the way I feel. Maybe I'm wrong, but I kind of feel like that they're going to get the worst of it. Nobody else is going to have any punishment whatsoever.
Yeah.
People hate it because they won the World Series, but
Tied up. It's tied up after 1. By the way, you have Dallas plus
42 all.
I had
Yeah.
Dallas minus 0.5 first half though.
Wow.
I say we still have another quarter.
First half. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's start this show up.
Mhm.
So we got our Friday night happy hour, of course, coming at you. We got boxing, hockey, basketball, baseball, UFC, NASCAR. We got a lot of shit this weekend.
Yeah.
Coop, where are we racing
Yeah.
at this weekend?
New Hampshire, man, and it's going to be. Listen, this is not going to be a great race to watch. It's a flat track, and it's not a really exciting race, but we do have some shit that I really like this weekend. So, if you want, I can go over that now, or we can wait a little bit. It's up to you. I don't care.
Jump right into it, man.
Okay. So, man, listen, Kevin Harvick has been really, really dominant this whole season, and that shit ain't gonna change. And I think and I'll say it again, and I've been saying it, I think he's gonna win here. And so I think you can bet him to win. I think you can bet him top 3. Listen to this. This dude has won 3 of his last 5 races here. And in NASCAR, that's really, really fucking hard to do. And then in the other 2 that he didn't win, he finished 5th, and then he wrecked out and finished 36th. So, 7 of his last 9 races here, he's finished top 5. I don't know what the odds are to bet him to finish top 5, but if you've
Minus
got
134 is what I got it.
man, listen, I would feel fine putting up to 3 or 4 units on that, man. I mean, it's what the odds say. They say to take him top 5.
That's what I did. You told me the other day to do it, and I put, I think I put 3 units on it at minus 134. So.
And I feel really good about that, man. Next we have Denny Hamlin. He's going to be another favorite here. He's plus 425 to win. He's won here 3 times as well. And he finished 2nd here last year. He's been a little inconsistent, but I still like him to finish top 10, probably top 5 as well. We'll be looking at Kyle Busch once again. Kyle Busch, I know he's been real disappointing all season, but 12 of his last 14 races here, he's finished top 10. So, and he's won here 3 times as well. So, hey, whose TV's going in the background? Turn it down. You drive me nuts.
It's not mine.
Is that you, Don? Don, hit that volume. There you go. Thank you. I'm having a hard time thinking. Listen, Kyle Busch here. 12 of his last 14 races were top 10s. He's won here 3 times. So the guys that we're going to be looking at this week are going to be Harvick, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin. And if you want a long shot, I'm perfectly fine with you guys taking Matt Kenseth. He hasn't been great this season. He did finish 2nd in one of these races. We bet him to win. He's a good long shot though. 9 of his last 11 races here, he's finished top 10, including 3 wins. So at 40 to 1, man, I mean, fuck, you can't. It's worth throwing $2, $3, $4, $5 on it. The rest of the guys I looked at, I've got some fades here for us. As usual, we're going to be fading Alex Bowman. His highest finish here is 11th. He's run 9 races here, and he's never finished better than 11th. He's real consistent at losing here, and his average finish is 26. So I would look for a matchup. Yeah, I would look for a matchup fading Bowman with anybody like take Ryan Blaney or Kevin Harvick or Matt Kenseth or Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch. Our other fades are going to be Jimmy Johnson, Kurt Busch, and Joey Logano. So Austin Dillon will be another fade. I don't know what kind of matchups you're going to get with those guys. One more long shot you can look at is going to be Ryan Newman, and he's getting old too. He's like Matt Kenseth, man. They both have been really good here in the past. Newman's won here 3 times, so I feel real good about him probably finishing his head-to-head better than whoever he's up against. It'll probably be him against Kenseth, but if you catch like Newman against Bowman or Kenseth against Bowman, I would look at those. If you guys have any questions or whatever, hit me up in the server, and I'll take a look at y'all's head-to-heads. But I think that's going to be about it. Like I said, just real quick recap. I think that Harvick wins this race. He's just so good here, man. He's so good. He's been so dominant this whole season. That's right. Fuck Bowman. We're gonna continue it, man. We're gonna fade. I don't think we've lost a race that we faded him, except for the All-Star race. That's the only one. So no, it doesn't count. So let's just continue to fade Bowman, man. It's worked. So let's keep doing it, man. I think that's about it for the race this week. If you guys have any questions, feel free to holler though. Donnie? Don's gone.
No, I'm here, man.
Chase?
I'm here, man.
Okay.
I'm just getting those sticks ready for everybody.
Oh, sleep on.
I'm on the screen here in a second.
Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, we were hot last week. What did we in NASCAR? We did pretty well. I think we hit 2 out of 3 on our head-to-heads. And we hit the Xfinity race and the Truck Series race as well, man. We hit everything last week. So there's no Xfinity this week. There's no Truck Series this week. They're skipping this week, so it's only NASCAR on Sunday. And I think that's about it, man. It's about all. I'll be putting out a video tomorrow. I've been so busy, but I'll put one together and have it out tomorrow for you guys.
Sweet, dude. Thanks a lot. Always love when NASCAR's coming in on the weekends. It's a good
You've been
time.
doing well.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm going to leave this up on the screen real quick so these guys can catch it. But yeah, glad to have it back. And honestly, kind of glad to not have the pressure of the Xfinity Series with the ups and downs that brings.
Man, you know, it's those are races that if you like sweating your pick, that's a good series to watch because man, there's no telling what those kids are gonna do.
A lot of fun though.
God, that one we lost a couple weeks ago, right in the last 2 laps, almost had me throwing my fucking TV off my balcony.
Yeah, they love to wreck on the last. I mean, we've lost so many races like that. It's unbelievable, man. Where they wreck on the last lap or
That caution,
2-3 laps.
that caution right at the end fucked us.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I enjoy the Xfinity and the Truck Series races, but I can understand why a lot of people like to lay off of them. But for me, you know, I watch all this shit, so I'll bet on all of it.
So here's actually we got a surprise. We got Ben calling in right now.
Oh,
Get Ben in here. Oh, no, not audio only. Let's get him in. 3, 2, 1.
Happy hour time, boys.
There you go. What's up, Ben?
Let's go, bro.
What's up, man? How's hey, with the Strohs? What's the Strohs score? I had to walk away from the TV.
I think it's 3. What's the score? 3-0.
Yeah.
It was 4-0 a second ago.
Yeah.
It's still 4-0. Angels are at bat.
Oh, they had the bases juiced.
Yeah, they got out of it.
They left 4 on. Huh.
Yeah, they got out of it, but they knocked that pitcher off the goddamn mound. They got rid of his bum ass. I don't even know who he was, but they pulled his ass. What is it, second inning?
I took the whole game over 9.5. But I wish I would have. I was right there. I had my finger on it for the Astros over 5, and I wish I would have just taken that. But I thought they gave Trout too much credit, man. The juice was 105, and I was they giving Trout too much credit. He's had a shit season, and they're like, because Trout's not playing, we're gonna pump the over. We're gonna cap the over, and I was like, okay, fine, man. 105, shit, that's about as close to even as you get. So
well, Benny, here's something for you here's something for you to think about. The Astros first 5, I think they're 6-1 over on the first 5. These dudes, Astros, they like to get their runs in the first 5 innings, so I've been riding that trend. And right now it's 4-0 in the second inning, so I just need one more run and I'll have a push. You know what I mean? Just something to watch out for.
That's good. Some good. See, that's why you get paid the big bucks, man. I got to learn this shit. I'm learning. I'm learning baseball as I go. So, I'm glad I faded those Braves, man. Jeez Louise. Every time, dude. I'm not even betting on the Mets or against the Mets anymore, Donnie. I'm done. Fuck it. I'm just
I told you.
this year.
That's like the comedy skit I sent you, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, this is our year.
We'll always
Every
fuck
time.
you.
I quit dating women because I always go back. I quit dating women because they wouldn't put out because the Mets will always fuck me no matter what. So, yeah.
Do you date men now?
It just depends. Twist. I try not to date anybody. I'm married, so I try
It's
not.
2020. We don't judge here. We don't judge here.
Yeah, that's all right. That's fine. But hey, do you? Yeah. So that's that, man.
Well, we got you, man.
I haven't made a bet on the
you got
challenge.
a
In
decent
3 days.
connection. Let's talk some fights.
Fights.
Okay. Well, I think you should take Sam Edgington and Ted Cheeseman big time. No finish on that challenge tomorrow.
I'm going to on the boxing.
Both
match,
these guys have questionable chins.
Yeah, no, I was gonna put that on, and then I got the challenge has been frozen for 3 days, just because I'm trying to feel these seasons out, but I do have a UFC pick that I'm probably going to at least put. It'll get us back in the black no matter what. So I'll save that for a little bit though. That one's the one that I love more than anybody, but no one else does. So Twist, you like it too.
Wait,
so.
I was gonna say I like it. I'm not gonna hammer it quite like you are. I'm still gonna hammer it.
I
know you're gonna put a lot more than I am.
When you said you were gonna put the number I was like, all right.
Now my personal account, I'm going to bet $1,000. I will show you guys a ticket. So
yeah,
my personal
account, I will bet $1,000 on that.
See that bum Russian 2 weeks ago, and what's his name last week? Both of those. Sure, yeah.
Aspinall?
Push the whole. Aspinall, yeah. Push both of those in. We're all on that. This one, I can't see it losing, but I don't know.
I'm with Ben. I'm not gonna put a fucking grand on it, but
no.
but I like it.
Well, I had a really good day in the market today. I had a bunch of some apple fly my way, so I got a little extra money for the weekend.
I hit AMD earlier this week.
AMD, bro. If you had some AMD calls, you fucking loaded.
I had AMD calls. I don't know. They weren't even mine. My girlfriend told me to fucking buy some.
Hey, Twist. Do me a favor and type our picks into that in the chat below so I can see them because I can't. I don't have my computer in front of me. It doesn't reach here. Will you type our 4 picks right there so we can talk about them?
Yeah, man. Give me 1 second.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, because I can't switch back and forth, otherwise it doesn't work. So.
You just wanted in the host chat.
Yeah, right there in the host chat. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Tyler Durden.
Here's the other 3.
There we go.
Tyler Durden. If that was his name,
how you want to look. I fight how you want to fight.
If it was Tyler Durden, I would put a fucking grand on that to finish. No doubt. Wouldn't even fucking think about it. Don't care who he's fighting. But he's not.
Would it be like when he fought that his boss or whatever, the guy who owned the building? You don't know what I have. You don't know what I have. You don't know where I've been.
I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that movie tomorrow before the fights, just to get fucking psyched out. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. To throw on a little bit of Fight Club.
Chase, you gonna run down the whole card, man? You want to start it, dude? Run down the whole card, or what do we want to do?
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's have Chase just run down the whole card.
Let's have who?
Chase. I said Chase, right?
Well, what happened was.
Did I say Chase, or what did I say?
Anyways.
I don't know. What happened was we came to like somewhat of an agreement yesterday, and then they changed 3 fights on us, and then they canceled. They canceled my main bet. Perez was gonna be my hammer.
Yeah, we had like 2 or 3 scratches, and then 1 fight was canceled altogether. Honestly, I was kind of happy. One of them I was pissed because they got rid of Ray Borg, which I wanted to bet on that fight, but
Perez was gonna.
Did you think Borg was gonna win?
No, I didn't. I actually liked Maness money line for plus 195 for that one.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday too. If it went above 200, I'd probably switch sides. What's it called? But Perez is the most disappointing one to me. I was gonna throw at least 3 or 4 units on him, but can't cry over it.
Did it Corona? Is that what everyone got Corona, or did you miss fights or miss what was the decision?
I have no idea what happened.
I don't know what that one was. I think the other two were Corona related, though.
Twist sent the message at 6 o'clock, and I started scrambling. So
I think the other two were Corona related. I want to say somebody on Ray Borg's team tested positive. I could be wrong on that. Maybe I'm thinking of Valieve. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, God forbid these healthy 25-year-old athletes get Corona. You know, it's just the end of the world. My buddies. Right. Yeah, I mean, I had it. My test was positive. I was fine. I was out for 36 hours. My buddy's girlfriend just got it. She's fine. I mean, I don't know. It's whatever. Now's not the time or place. Anyways,
that's Fox News' job.
I mean, I wouldn't want to fight somebody in the UFC if I had Corona, though. I mean, I don't know.
What? Hey, one hell of
I know how. Just fucking cough on him.
This is Tyler Durden, dude. You don't know where I'm at. You don't know. You haven't seen my test. You haven't seen my test.
Anyways, fucking speaking of Durden, Gutierrez versus Durden. Let's fucking get it.
Okay, so we had Durden is a very good wrestler, ex high school, Georgia high school, which isn't like the same as Pennsylvania or anything, but Georgia high school standout, facing off against Chris Gutierrez. Gutierrez is going to probably have him on the feet, and Durden's going to have him on the mat. If Durden can get a takedown, I think he could not only win the fight, but he probably could get a ground and pound or a submission. From what I've watched of Gutierrez, his mat work isn't the most impressive thing in the world. So I think Durden's at least live for the grind out decision, and possibly even live for the inside the distance here.
I like that. I like Durden a lot too. I agree with that. I think the go distance. I think Durden ends up. I do think Durden ends up submitting him. I have seen nothing on Gutierrez that's been. Thinks he can hang with a wrestler. I stand up striker.
He certainly shouldn't be minus 300.
I agree with you guys.
Yeah, I think Gutierrez is the favorite, but he shouldn't be minus 300 or minus 280 or whatever you can get him at in that area. That price is way too high on him.
Yeah, I'll sprinkle a little bit right now.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. I like this fight not to go the distance. Right now, my book started at plus 118. Right now, it's at plus 130 for that. Wow. I don't think that's right. Under 2.5, you can get that at plus 145 too, which I like. I like both of those. I also been hinted at not Gutierrez, Durden to finish, which my book has that at plus 550 right now.
Yeah, that's what I went. I went just straight Durden to finish, but the under is definitely live. I'll probably sprinkle some on the under too, or put a unit on the under as well too.
I think my main bet's gonna be not to go the distance, just because that's still plus odds at plus 130. I mean, that's good. And then I'll probably
there's a chance Gutierrez. There's a chance Gutierrez can catch him. I mean, that's not. The guy can.
Yeah. Well, he's an underdog for a reason. He's a wide underdog too. He's a wide underdog for a reason.
Right. Like, I think not to go the distance at plus. Like right now, it's plus 130. That's probably going to be my main bet, and then I'll probably. I told you guys probably sprint. That's plus 550, and fucking Chase. Like Chase said, if they get down to the mat, I think it's going to be fucking Durden all day.
Agree.
That's the key. The key is if Durden can get a takedown, establish a takedown within the first minute or so of whatever round, he's live for a finish, I think. Anyway, next is Emmers and Cachero. I didn't really have I think Emmers should put him down pretty quickly. Cachero's taking this fight on like 18 hours notice. Or I don't know when they're getting in the ring. 24 hours from now, or not even less than 24 hours from now. They weighed in at 10 in the morning. Or 8 in the morning. Anyway, he's taking this fight on very short notice. From his tape,
has that worked out for anybody since Corona started? Like taking a fight on like a day's notice.
No clue. No, there was that one guy that went. There was one guy from New York really early. Yeah, and he went the distance, I think, but he still lost. I mean, he got his ass
So
kicked.
Trinaldo
He
from
looked good.
I mean, Masvidal had really short notice too, but it's Jorge Masvidal. It's not like one of these lower fucking no-name people.
Didn't Trinaldo have 2 or 3 days notice?
Yeah, and he was
no?
a short guy from New York, right?
so.
If I'm not mistaken, right?
I don't know.
Well,
There's so
I'll
many
look the
fights.
fight up.
We've
Yeah, as
watched,
I say, I have to look that up.
we've watched 200 fights in the last 4 months. I don't know.
And a lot of the hammers that me and Ben have thrown out have been on these fucking short notice guys, like the Sato fight with fucking whatever the fuck that dude's name was. That was like a day or 2 notice, and we were both that was.
I'm riding this,
Anyway.
man. I don't care. This is. I'm not gonna. I bet the most money I've ever bet was on Sato. I bet a ton on Aspinall last time, but I am gonna easily bet $1,000 on this fight. I don't. I think Embers is going to just kick the shit out of him in 30 seconds. I don't. This Cachero guy has. I looked at his record. He's literally 4 of his wins are against guys that are 0-1.
Yeah, it's just padded. That's all it is.
They just padded wins. He also beat a guy that's 0-3. He only has 1 win against a UFC fighter that's Noliera Gutierrez, I believe. Once again, no one knows who the fuck that guy is either. That guy's last fight, he got Jack Shore waxed him. So I mean, and Jack Shore's a good fighter though. But his resume. I think I would stand a better chance against Emmers this fight. And I'm old and fat, and I've never fought before in my life. I actually haven't gotten a fight since like 8th fucking grade. So I'm telling you, this is.
7th for me. You went through a fucking trouble child.
I'm going to absolutely abuse this shit, man. I'm going to pound it. I am going to put a ton of money on it. There's a good chance that if this was like the 3rd or 4th fight and I was getting frisky and had a couple sodas, I would even go more. But as soon as my book opens it up, man, both the people I use, Bovada and my bookie, neither one of them has it. As soon as they open it up, dude, I am jumping on it. I am moving the fucking line. So if you guys get it now. I think that's as close to a max bet as I can see on this card. And plus 130.
I've been refreshing my book.
Fantastic.
It's not there.
I think my max bet's gonna be a little later, but the only thing that scares me about Emmers is his fight IQ. Like, he does dumb shit, and he tends to swing wildly sometimes. But I don't think that this guy
too, and he won a few fights.
Yeah, that's fair.
Overrated. We talked about this.
Hey, don't disrespect Cowboy.
I like him. Hey, man, he's one of my favorites of all time. But
I like Cowboy too. But
I don't think there's anyone who doesn't.
Exactly.
I don't think there's anyone who doesn't like Cowboy. You know,
Exactly.
but you got
next is Manis versus Johnny Munoz Jr. Another one. Munoz taking this on a day notice. A little bit more even because of the fact that Munoz is pretty good on the ground. No, yeah, that, and Munoz has actually got a pretty good ground game, which striker versus grappler, as always, is going to bring the odds a little bit closer usually. So I think Manis is minus 160, I think, and Munoz is plus 130 or 40.
I have no idea. My book hasn't updated, and I haven't looked at it.
I still got to fade Munoz there. Still got to fade him.
They haven't put him on there?
The short notice.
Yeah.
The short notice thing, man. You got to fade him.
This is literally like if I have to make a pick, I'm making a pick. But I picked Manis inside the distance just because I think cardio. If Munoz is going to try and wrestle and be the aggressor and grind something out, his lungs are going to take a fucking beating doing so. And I don't know how much he's been training. I don't know if he just rolled off the couch or whatever. I think eventually he slows down, and when he slows down, he gets picked off on the feet. So Manis inside the distance, again, sprinkle, or if it was up to me, I'd skip it. But plus 300 looked like value to me. And then at the same time, I also won't go 3 if you want to do a little bit less or do both. Maybe Munoz catches him plus 105. You're getting plus money on either way. So I didn't mind either one of those bets. But again, as far as picking an actual winner in this, I just didn't like it. I did take Manis inside the distance because of the price, though.
Yeah, I don't really have anything on this fight. I'm still kind of upset that it's not going to be Ray Borg versus Nate Maness because I really like that Maness money line plus 195. I like that one, but that's neither here nor there at this point.
It's all right. We'll work with what we got. I mean,
I'm not excited.
Fade, you got to fade. You got anything on short notice. You got to fade. I mean,
good.
It's tried and true. I mean, these guys, it's different. It's not the NBA. It is not. Well, NBA look like shit today. That's a different story. But but you know what I mean. It's not. It's the cardio. People don't understand the cardio in fighting and boxing. You know, it's different, man. You can tell these guys that haven't been training for 30 days straight that have been out drinking and crushing put. Like, what was it? Who was Connor's last fight before the Cowboy? Connor was sober for 60 days, and I mean, and look what he did. He took Cowboy out in 30 seconds. But these guys that take it seriously, the training, man, it makes all the world of a difference. And I'm not saying that he's not going to take this. I'm not saying he didn't take his training seriously. But when you're saying, hey, when Dana calls you and says, hey, man, here's we'll load your wallet up with like 50 G's if you just come down this weekend. And don't forget, guys, small ring. I don't know if you guys said that yet. We're back to the apex zone where this thing is this thing's like, you know, a 10-foot circle.
No, that's a good point.
Not really.
I'm favoring grapplers. I'm favoring grapplers in a lot of these matches, except for this one, just because the guys coming off the couch, I'm assuming, are coming off. There's a lot of difference between a training camp and a regular, you know, practice. A practice, you might train maybe 4 hours a day, which is still a lot. But when you're in a training camp, you're eating, sleeping, and shitting this fight for 8 weeks.
Correct.
You know, there's a big difference between the two. So I don't think he's going to come in here.
Go ahead, keep going.
I was going to say I don't think he's going to come in here completely out of shape. But like Ben said about boxing and all these other things, wrestling, like I can say from my wrestling perspective, the season is 12 weeks long. Nobody gives a shit about winning the you know, Harrisburg Open or whatever. They give a shit about winning the state tournament, and you need those 12 weeks to tune up for that state tournament. I mean, it's the same thing at a higher level, obviously, for fighting. So I like the fading of the guy rolling off the couch, unless he's somebody really tough.
Is this his UFC debut? I'm trying to pull up. My phone's being fucking slow. Because I think that could factor in too. Because I mean, you're not going to turn down your UFC debut, even if you have been sitting on the couch for a fucking month.
No.
Yeah, we saw that. What's his name did that? The Aquaman did that fucking 6 weeks ago. He turned out he didn't want to turn out his USA debut, and he'd been KO'ing everybody with kicks in the first round. And he gets his UFC debut on a 2 week notice. Or 1 week notice, and he wasn't able to train for one of it because he had an ankle problem. And Aquaman got in there and got his shit kicked in. Remember that?
Yeah.
And he was like a minus 185 money line favorite, and he just went in there and got his face punched in the first 30 seconds. So yeah, no, I get behind that.
Yeah,
these guys are lighter, right?
This is his UFC debut, by the way. It is. He's coming out of KOTC, whatever the fuck that
These guys are what is Borg? 35, right? Or 25?
Yep.
26.
Bantam. He's bantam,
so
right?
They're fighting at 26.
Oh, yeah,
tomorrow?
bantamweight. Yeah.
So that even pushes the thing further. The guy either is an undersized 26 pounder or just cut 8 or 9 or 10 pounds in a day as well. Like he either got one of those two, or maybe he got lucky and the UFC gave him like already had reserves in the back pocket. I don't know how exactly that all worked, but. Either way,
I don't know, but now I'm starting to like this more and more.
Yeah, either way he had to cut weight, or he's a small 125 pounder. And if it was heavyweight or light heavyweight, the fight camp's not nearly as important because you have the one punch knockout power. 25 pounders just don't do that very often unless they're elite. They just don't have the hands to. They're just small. They're little. I mean, I've met Demetrius Johnson. He looks like he's about the same size as my girlfriend. Like he's very small. So it just is what it is.
I bet you he can kick your ass too.
I wouldn't say that to his face.
You guys see that on Twitter like 3 weeks ago? He's like, who the fuck does he call that? Beastman? Is it Michael Beastman or something? It's like, don't come back, stay in the thing. he goes, I bet you wouldn't say it to the face. And the guy on Twitter's like,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
That's what I said on Twitter. You kicked my ass.
Oh shit.
I fucking died laughing whenever I saw that. Bisping came back. He was like, "Fair enough."
Yeah,
Oh,
he's like,
shit.
no, you're right. He's like, good day, mate. Next, run it.
Next is Mearshart versus Ed Herman. I hope this is gonna be a sad fight. I just
This one
I'm
actually
doing
got-
under.
This one got moved up to the main card
Yeah, it did.
too.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
That's I
That's the
said
one they
this.
picked for the main card?
Look, man, I said the same fucking thing whenever I saw it. But yeah, it got moved up to the main card. It's the next one on my list just because I went in the fucking order that it came out in. But
Yeah.
This is
Ed,
the
Ed
Shogun.
Herman,
This is
Ed,
this is
Herman
the,
is, Ed Herman's a name from the Ultimate Fighter. He's recognizable-ish. He's probably the third most recognizable name on the card, honestly. Like for just the regular average
regular fucking
fan.
Joe.
I mean, Shabazian probably is the most noticeable, and then Ray Borg was the second probably noticeable, and then Short Fuse is probably the third. I mean, even a washed-up 40-year-old version of him. Having said all that, Mearshart
He's old, man.
doesn't have a chin, in my opinion. He got hit by a very not the greatest punch. Literally 7 weeks ago too. I mean, you guys. I don't know how he got cleared so quick when he just got TKO'd. But he's coming in on 7 weeks after getting TKO'd, and he's fighting a guy who's literally just a power puncher and only has a puncher's chance. So I'm going under here, not hitting the cards, and that is at minus 140. I got it at.
Yeah, minus 140, minus 150.
Yeah, that's my main. That's my main bet.
100%.
And then because I don't like Mearshart and how he's just a fucking awful fighter to watch, and I think. And hey, listen, man, there is a such thing as old man strength. It only lasts for about 6 minutes or 5 minutes, but Dan Henderson.
Dude, we saw that.
Dan
We saw
Henderson
that
still
last
knocking
weekend with
people
some
out.
of our picks.
Yeah, it's Trinaldo.
Yeah.
Trinaldo. I mean, it's always live. 40-year-old is
Yeah,
always
man.
live. I don't like betting on 40-year-olds, but Ed Herman by knockout is going off at about 5-1. I'm not saying put your bankroll on it, but throw $20 on it and fucking go get a.
Should I make that one my max bet? Should I make that one my max bet instead?
No, you
Not to go the
cannot.
distance on this
Said.
fight. I'm
thinking about it.
Look,
I
man.
forget how much they fucking suck, dude. The only thing I'm afraid of, and hang with me here, it's not going to happen. But just to be devil's advocate, what if it's like the Shogun fight last week, where they just are?
Yeah.
It's just two old
Just
dudes,
go
man.
blind.
Like they don't got enough left. They don't got enough.
We had
left,
so many,
you know.
So many fights last weekend pissed me off just because I looked at it and I was like, "There's no way this goes to the cards," and every goddamn one of them went to the fucking cards.
So here's my also look on Mearshart, or the age thing in general. Mearshart's had 52 fights.
That's
or 50
true.
or 50
Yeah.
51 fights. I mean, it's
It's
not like
ridiculous.
he's any spring chicken either. He could be. He's I'm sorry. He's had 44.
Mearshart, yeah, I was gonna say 44 fights.
He's had 44.
Herman has had fucking 40.
Herman's
Yeah,
had
so
79
Herman-
fights.
No, Herman's got 40 fights. You said, right?
40 fights, yeah. He's 26 and 14.
So-
Mearshart is 31 and 13.
Mearshart's 8 years younger, but the toll on his body is he's probably 35. He's 32 at feeling
30,
like 35, and that's being conservative.
That's
so,
not
I
a
mean,
huge.
it's not-
First of all,
not like
I'm
it's a huge
31. First of all, I'm 31. I'd like to think that at 35, I'm not going to feel that much different than I do now. So I
You
take
are.
offense
I'm
to
telling
that.
you, 100%.
So you're not
100%
taking
you will, bro.
the
Not even close.
you're not taking abuse though.
Ben, stop it. Let me have this.
You're not purposely taking abuse on your body and stuff.
I don't know, man.
but
I
yeah.
drink a lot. Does that count?
No. Yes, and no.
But you say that Ed Herman is 39. He looks every goddamn day of it.
Oh yeah, I'm not doubting that at all. Like I said, he looks weathered as well. I'm not saying he's a spring chicken either. I just think that this is too like it's a Shogun and Nog fight. I think this could be a shit show, or somebody's gonna get a finish, or I could be totally wrong and they just grind on each other for 15 minutes. I mean, I think it finishes though.
I
I
agree,
think it finishes.
100%.
I
My
think it
brain-
finishes too. I really do.
Yeah, I agree with
my,
you.
my brain tells me Herman runs out of gas in about 7 minutes, and then he gets submitted. And I hate everything because Mearshart gets another 3 fights in the UFC. But my heart wants Herman to fucking blow his nose apart in the first 30 seconds, and he gets cut.
Hey, real quick, if anybody followed that Rockets Mavericks -1 at the half, that I'm pretty sure that just hit 75
yeah.
75 to
Pick?
84.
Did it go? Did it go?
No. 75
Dude,
84 Mavericks. That's what it looks
This
like. Right
over
now.
under is gonna get fucking shattered. Holy shit.
But back to Herman Mearshart real quick. I 100% agree with you. I don't think it's going to go the distance. I think not to go the distance -150. I told you guys earlier that I might hammer that. I also think where we disagree is that you're going on Herman's side. I'm leaning on Mearshart's side. Just one of the reasons why is because he's just so much younger. There's a lot of difference between 32 and 39, I think. Ben just told me, I mean, I'm 31, and Ben just told me I'm going to feel like shit in 4 years. So I can only imagine that 32 to 39 is going to be even worse than that, right?
Dude, I have 3 beers and I feel like shit for a week.
My main pick on this fight, though, one that I'm still trying to decide, I might hammer this tomorrow, is not to go the distance flat out, -150. It's going between -140, -150, depending on what book you look at. Both of these guys, both of them, they love to finish fights, and both of them are fucking, you can definitely, both of these guys get finished too. Between them, they've been finished fucking 19 times. So, I mean, both of them are perfectly capable of getting the finish, and both of them can be knocked out. Both of them can be submitted. So I think there's a solid chance. Yeah, and a small cage. So, I mean, there's a solid chance.
10% increase in shortages or something like that? Wasn't it 10% increase not to go the distances with a small cage?
That sounds right. That sounds right. Something like that.
Maybe 8 to 10.
Something crazy.
Yeah, 8 to 10% increase in finishes with the small cage.
Yeah, that between two guys that love to finish and are both susceptible of being finished. Fucking, I don't see this going to the cards.
No, I completely agree. I'm fine with that. That's I'm gonna probably put between that and the Emmers inside. I'm probably going to on my challenge. I'm probably gonna split those two and get this count back in the black. So
yeah, man. I mean, I definitely think those two should be probably two of our heaviest hitters tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. What's next? What card we got? What's
is size. Jonathan Martinez versus Frankie Saenz. I think Martinez again is better striker, and if it stays on the feet, he's gonna win no problem.
Something worth noting here, real quick. Martinez did miss weight only by 4 pounds, but still, we've seen what the records look like whenever people miss weight.
Yeah, except for Cowboy fucked us over.
Last weekend we got fucked over too in the Herman fight. Trinaldo, was it Trinaldo? Trinaldo missed weight, right?
Yeah,
Cowboy,
Trinaldo
right?
missed weight.
Yeah, Trinaldo missed weight. So we went with. I mean, I was going to go with Herman anyways, but that made me at least lean more towards Herman.
You know what? But we didn't. It was a fucking lucky shot. I mean,
it was.
Herbert had that fucking fight won.
Herbert, I keep saying fucking.
He was going to outscore him. Jai Herbert was had that fight won. But that's UFC.
Yeah, 100%,
dude. I mean that it works. It's worked in our favor 100 times. It's going to work against us 100 times.
Like we say every weekend, fucking one lucky punch, one slip.
Vaquero, fucking Trinaldo, man. The old man, fucking, you know, misses weight. You don't give a fuck. He got the lucky shot, and Herbert went good night. So, but yeah,
Herb Dean almost let Herbert die too.
Yeah, that should be the. I can't wait for my props at the end. I've got like 3 props I want to share with you guys at the end. But let's finish the card. So
same thing I've been doing. I'm just gonna go with the grappler in this, and I like the price. Sens is up to 180 last time I checked. I think he might have fallen, maybe gone up or down. I have him down as 175 here on what Donnie had, but I just saw him at 180 before we went live. So he's actually going up, I believe. Plus 180.
Plus 180. Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez, I missed it.
Yeah.
He's to finish, right?
No finish, just money line. I think he grinds. I think he just grinds on him, and that's what I'm looking at. It's very small here. Unless we crush it as usually, then in the live chat I'll start getting a little bit more frisky. But these are just
this one here. I'll have my pick out, but I just, dude, me and Twist are talking. We're dumbing our units down on these ones that we just don't quote unquote feel to a 0.25 unit or even a half unit. Dude, come on, like if I feel like if I knew enough about this fight, I mean, I watch UFC a lot. I sit there in fucking bed and watch highlights all day, or all night before I go to bed. I don't want to know anything about this fight. I'm past it. I don't want to know. The UFC has been throwing shit on shit. I'm insulted by this point. It's like, dude, they're gonna start rolling out fucking Tank Abbott here in the next week. I would not be surprised if they got fucking Tank Abbott in a fight in the next 3 weeks. They're just like, fuck it, we got to fill some cards.
Dude,
I was gonna say
legit,
bad.
They're legit. They're grasping at straws, man. They've been putting out fight after fight after fight for like 3-4 goddamn months straight. We've been doing this every single week, and at this point, they're just.
God, I mean, it's fantastic.
Oh, I love
Jesus
it.
Christ, the talent level.
I love it.
Talent
But
level. I mean,
I hate trying to cap
they're
it.
gonna go to local.
all right.
They're gonna grab the fucking Jewish guy from the Y here pretty soon.
Where's fucking Big Jew Papa, man? Let's fucking throw him in there.
That's right.
Let's blow through this next one. I think we're all in agreement real quick. Kevin Holland should walk through Trevor Giles.
Easy.
I'm pretty
Easy.
sure, right? So we're just gonna move on from
Agreed.
there. Kevin Holland inside the distance plus 130.
Yep.
Kevin Holland
I'm leaning Holland by sub plus 200 maybe on the side too. Because I think
either way
is fine.
I
think Holland to finish.
Like
what was it? Plus 130. Plus 130. That's good value.
Like
I think there might be. Yeah, don't limit yourself just to get a little bit better odds. I've said that a million times.
I don't like the gap. If submission was like plus 400, then yeah, I'd definitely look at that. But the 70-point gap for only one finish, Holland could get on top of him, beat the shit out of him, and then we're screwed,
Right. That's like, I mean, we say every weekend, don't cut your odd. Don't limit. What the fuck did I say? How did I word this?
Don't cut yourself out.
Different every time. Don't limit. Yeah, like don't cut out fucking, methods of how these fights can end just to increase your odds by a little bit. It's 90% of the time it's not fucking worth it.
Agree.
Then this next one is Lando Venata versus Bobby Green. This is actually probably gonna be one of those half unit bets. This is not a really close match because Venata got a point deducted, but I don't know. I just don't like. It's not my favorite fight on the card. I just went Venata money line minus 160. I'll probably put 1.6 to win one, something like that, or even less than that to win half a unit, whatever that math is.
I fucking hate this fight.
Yeah. So
I hate it.
I'm gonna, like I said, if we crush it out of the park and I'm 6-1 or whatever going into this fight, then yeah, I might get a little bit more frisky. But I don't like this fight. I probably want to get frisky on this fight. Actually, I'll be on something else.
I was leaning this fight to go the distance for minus 240. That's how much I hate it. I just couldn't find anything else that I fucking liked. The reason I was leaning that is because both of these guys, eight of their last 10 fights have gone to decision. So, I mean, there's not really anything worth fucking noting on either one of these guys. Their last 5, they've both been 2-2-1. Veneta has gone to this decision 4 times in that 2-2-1. Green has gone to decision all 5 times. And then, their last 10, both of them are 8-2 going to decision. So 8 times they went to decision, 2 times the fight finished. They're both UFC vets. They've been around for a long fucking time. And honestly, in my opinion, there's nothing else worth fucking talking about in it.
Yeah, we can.
Their significant strikes, their takedown accuracy is all pretty much fairly matched. This fight might surprise me, and it might actually be good. But from just a purely statistical standpoint, I don't like it. I'm probably just going to fade it because I don't like anything on it. My favorite thing on it is to go the distance, and that's minus 240. And I hate betting minus 240 in UFC.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, I think this is my farthest. This is my worst odds since I've been doing this with you guys. I have. Where am I at? Why did I lose my spot? Oh. Brown and Luque. Won't see the cards. I don't know who's going to get finished. Obviously, Vicente Luque is overwhelming favorite. Or not, actually not overwhelming, but a lot of money's been coming in on him. He's supposed to be the winner here. Brown's live for the knockout. I think that, and he has a size and reach advantage as well. So I think this fight stays standing for 15 minutes as well. So
if it stays standing, if it stays standing, I definitely think Luque can. I think Luque will knock it out just because he's 10-0 in knockouts. I mean, if it stays on his feet, I think he can handle that.
Yeah, I was looking at Luque inside the distance as well.
It's like $5 or something fucking stupid, you know?
Yeah, just for something better, just because for better odds. Because I don't like. I think, like I said, I think this is my farthest odds. Venata, and this fight back to back are my two. I usually look for even or around even. But
Wait, so
it is what it is.
What were you? I missed what your pick was on this one.
It won't go to it won't go to the judges. It won't go to the distance. I mean, somebody's going to sleep. In my opinion, that's minus 180, or I scooped it up at 180. It's not, like I said, it's not my favorite. I mean, I like the pick a lot, but it's not my favorite price.
I don't hate that pick. I don't particularly like the price for it. Just exactly what you said. I like the pick. I don't necessarily like the odds for it, though.
Yeah.
I don't really have a pick on this. I sent you guys my list earlier. It said that I wanted to watch like more highlights of both of these guys. I'm kind of leaning Luque to finish at plus 105, or him money line at minus 195. I just like Luque a little bit better
Luque.
here.
He's got a good. Luque's got a really good highlight tape, man. He's a good fighter. I don't think he's a bad fighter. And between the two of them, I think he's the better of the two. And I think I think his money line's fine. Just go with the money line. I'm not gonna get frisky on this one. It's nothing that I'm like, whoa, need to go here. But I just think he's clearly the better fighter out of the two of them. Like, I think he is the one that's going to he's going to command the fight at his control. He's going to control the fight and take command, and it's going to go whatever way he wants. He just seems like the better fighter, period. So money line's fine. It's not inspirational, but that's where I'm at, man. It's also a quote unquote boring, shitty fight. You know, another one of those fights they threw together in 5 minutes. Said, who do we got in the LA region we can fly over for the fucking afternoon? You know, so
yeah. I mean, I like the 10-0 for him is what I really like. I mean, 10-0 knockouts. That's pretty fucking good on any level. Boxing, MMA, UFC, 10-0 is pretty fucking good. So that's why I was leaning Luque. I do like his money line. Minus 195 is not my favorite odds, but I mean, like Ben said, sometimes you just don't want to get fancy and you just want to lean on something you're really confident in. I am very confident. I'm pretty confident in minus 195. I don't hate that.
Yeah, lay the juice.
That's
where
go
2-1.
Yeah. I mean, that's where we might end up landing. I mean, that's what I told you guys earlier. I was kind of leaning on that one too. So.
And then the next one, women's bout, Joanne Calderwood, who's actually supposed to be the main event.
Our lone bitch fight.
Yeah.
I know Poopster's upset about that.
Jennifer Maya. I went with Calderwood by decision, I believe. Because that's my normal woman bet all the time. I just take the favorite by decision, and usually get even money, which I did get even money on it. So
that worked out for us. I think Calderwood last weekend, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think the Calderwood's the better fighter anyway, and I don't think that she has the striking or the grappling, super expertise to get a finish. So I'm just gonna sit back and drink a couple beers and hope that this goes 15 minutes.
Yeah, and I agree. I think Calderwood's gonna win this one. You think fights to go the distance? I feel like, to me, that's like betting an under in every other sport. It's like you're basically betting on things not to happen, and just like instinctually, I hate doing it.
I hate unders in soccer.
I do think. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't hate to go to decision because, I mean, statistically speaking, like, it's more likely to go to decision than it is not. I mean, Joanne Calderwood, she goes to decision about 55.5% of the time. Jennifer Maia goes about 58% of the time. So, I mean, there's just definitely a solid chance, especially even with women fighters. It always just seems that like they go to fucking decision.
Nope, fuck you guys. Calderwood's gonna
So
win.
there's so like I don't hate it. Fucking I don't hate it. History says that fucking bitch fights usually go the distance. The pick that I'm going to lean on, though, is Calderwood money line for 162. Like he said, I do think she's the better fighter. I think Calderwood's going to win this one. The reason I'm going money line instead of decision is because both of these women have a decent number of finishes under their belt for women fighters, that is.
Yeah.
Calderwood has 6. She's finished fights 6 times. Out of her 14 wins, she's finished 6 of them. For her losses, she's been finished twice, and 2 of them were by decision. So Jennifer Maia, she has finished 8 fights that she's won, and she's also been finished twice. So I mean, like, there's a solid fucking background of both of them finishing and being finished. So fucking, I don't like. You said you got it at even money. This is one of those ones I'm just like going with my gut. Like, I don't want to.
Is fine, man. Minus 162.
Yeah, like I don't want to. Yeah, like
I
don't want to get better odds just to say like it has to go to the cards. Whenever I see their fight history and see that both of them can finish, and they've both been finished a couple of times. So my pick is Calderwood moneyline minus 162. I don't hate Calderwood by decision. I just think that moneyline is the safer bet.
I don't hate it by decision either. I don't hate it inside. I think she wins either way, and it is, once again, it's not very inspirational, and it's not a very hot take, but I think 162 money line's fine.
It's not flashy. We don't have a whole lot of flashy picks. We don't have a whole lot of flashy picks on this card. That's fine though.
No, dude, it's a shit card, man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what happens when you're 3 months into fights every goddamn weekend. We are scraping the bottom of the barrel here, people.
You don't have guys like Shimev who will take a fight every 10 days, you know?
Right. Which, by the way, 2 weeks he's gonna fight again.
I know. I love it. So.
We are gonna hammer the absolute shit out of Shimev to finish that fight.
First round.
I don't give a shit who he's fighting. I'm gonna bet on him to finish. First round, first 30 seconds if my book offers it.
Yeah, no kidding. What's next? What do we got? 2 more fights, right?
No, we have the main. Is it 2? Should I skip one?
Oh, we have the main card.
Brunson and Shabby.
Shabby all day. All day.
This should be quick. This should be quick as well, all right? I got Shabazian by whatever he wants, all right? Also known as inside the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 150. I will probably parlay this with Calderwood money line or something like that. Something along those lines. I already have a Shabazian Holland money parlay from Monday or from Sunday even. I think it was Sunday maybe in the live chat. But I like Shabazian to walk out here and get out of there in the first or second round.
Agreed.
Kid's fucking violent.
First round, 100%. Shabazian by TKO round 1 plus 165. That's going to be my pick. Shabazian comes in. All he does is knock people the fuck out. This guy is 11-0. 4 of his last 5 have ended in the first round. That 5th one went to decision, which is fucking the only time he's ever gone to decision. He won, by the way, obviously, because he's 11-0. All of his 10 other wins, every single one of them, I think, right? Every single one of them have ended in the first round. He knocks people out. He submits them within like 3 minutes. Derek Brunson, not that great. Guy's 36 years old.
Very hittable.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Like I put on our fucking.
They fed him this, dude. They're feeding Brunson
a couple of weeks ago. Who's this? Derek who? Guy's 20-7. He's not that great. He's 36. He's fucking old. Shabazian, 22 years old, 11-0. He kills people in the first round. Derek Brunson is gonna die tomorrow night. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna fucking volunteer tonight to help fucking dig his grave and fucking carve out his tombstone. Shabazian's gonna fucking kill him. Round 1, knockout, plus 165. That's my bet. I have 3 other lines that I don't fucking hate on this fight. If you don't like Shabazian by TKO in round 1, Shabazian to end this fight any way he fucking wants is minus 162. Don't hate that. This fight under 1.5 rounds at minus 125. I don't hate that either. This is a main card fight. It's supposed to go 5 rounds, but all the books have under 1.5. That's how fucking fast they think this thing is going to end, and that's because Shabazian is going to fucking kill Derek Bronson. Mic drop. That's what I have.
Well, in the time that you guys are explaining that, I just put together one last bet, and this is very small. I did Shabazian, Calderwood, Luque, and Holland paying plus 340. I know 4-man parlays are a fucking sucker's bet, and somebody's gonna fuck me here, but I just
Your
can't
bookie.
see.
That's just gonna fuck you.
I can't see who fucks me here. So that's my last but not least little thing that I threw in.
Yeah.
Calderwood
And I'm-
probably is the one that scares me there, but that's about. I'm not that scared.
Those bitch fights, man. They'll fucking get you.
They
I'm
will.
working on a fucking parlay too. The main one I'm looking at is just Shabazian money line. Probably
Yeah.
Shabazian better than that to mix with damn near anything. Fucking maybe fucking Emmer's money line. Let's
I
fucking see
threw
what
it-
those odds are at.
If I threw Shabazian inside the distance instead of regular, I think my odds would probably double or triple, wouldn't they?
Yeah, so I'm working on a fucking parlay. It's probably gonna involve Shabazian just because I fucking love that fight. That's a terrible matchup, especially for a fucking main event. God damn.
All right. Well,
Front is gonna die.
Thanks for
Sorry,
all
Don,
that.
I know we drug this shit out for a while.
just trying to speed up the show here so we don't drag along here. Got a ton of other stuff to go over. We got a lot of overnight soccer that I'm into, starting in Japan. So, Oita, Trinita, and Kashima. We're getting plus odds on over 2.5 right there. They're starting out early on in the season. Kashima is just a goal fest. So let's take that one for a unit. And this week I put units on there because we're doing a free premium for everyone in the Discord. So all of the premium picks that were made this weekend will be listed for everybody to see. Instead of giving out a weekend, Poops are actually decided we should just give it to everybody. Instead of one person getting it, let's share the wealth with everybody. So be on the lookout for that. I know we're going to have a lot of props from Zeus. Poop, you probably got a ton of basketball still to play all weekend, right? Oh, he doesn't have his headphones on. But anyway, yeah, and then we're going to ride.
What happened?
No, I was talking to Poop. He doesn't have his headphones on. I can see him. But anyway, we're going to ride that Kawasaki train too. That thing's hit 3 times in a row for us. We're going to scale it back just a little bit, 1.5 units here. Kawasaki money line over 2.5, plus 130 this week. So you're getting better odds because they're playing the second best team in the league. But still, that's going to be a gold fest again. And then Korea 2, Suwon versus Ansan Greeners. Ansan is trash in the first half. I think they have 1 goal this season in the first half, and they average letting up a goal in the first 15 minutes. We usually play them the first 15 minutes on the money line. You can grab the first 30 minutes there and probably get plus odds, but I'm just going to take Suwon money line on the first half there, minus 118. And then everyone's favorite fucking Molde. Poop had his headphones on. He'd be saying it. Sanjafor versus Molde. Yeah, over 2.5 there. It's probably going to be 3.5 by the time game goes off tomorrow. Let's grab that on the overnight. Like I said, most of these plays are going to be played throughout the weekend, but I'm finding value grabbing them now as opposed to waiting till kickoff. Just saying, fuck it. Sunday, big card in Italy. Only going to go with 2 of them. Fiorentina, money line and over 2.5, 1.5 units there. Lecce and Parma, over 3.5 there. Parma, I've been riding like you had your Sassuolo, Chase.
Yeah.
Parma's been hot for BTTS and over 2.5, all that shit.
So what's going to happen in that game, just with the standings concern, is that Lecce needs to win this game to not avoid relegation. This is the last week of the season. And
Yes, sir.
I'm right there with you. I think they're going to be pushing, and that's going to open them up for the counter. And yeah, 3.5 should be pretty good.
Parma scoring on anybody really. So,
yeah, Parma's going to get the counter. They're going to have every opportunity to get the counter. Lecce's probably going to put 7 guys forward and 3 back, and then the goalie, if I had to guess. And they have to score, and they have to pray that Genoa doesn't win.
Yeah.
So Genoa actually was another one I needed to send you. Genoa to win.
Okay.
Genoa to win, I believe, is -200. I had them with Parma or with Lecce as well. Lecce and Parma parlay. But Parma is going to score tomorrow too, so it's going to be a sweat, a little sweat. But one last week of
yeah. So check what those games matter. Some of these teams it doesn't matter shit. So be careful with who you bet on tomorrow. Definitely do a little work.
The over is going to be live and a lot of Serie A. That was my other play. My Serie A over 1.5. I think I have like 8 teams. All over 1.5 because they're going to put out a lot of their kids tomorrow. All the teams that don't have shit to play for, are going to put out some kids. Not all kids. They're going to put out 3 or 4 guys.
Gotta see what you got.
Yeah, see what you got. See if
you can.
See if you can get a goal or 2. So you're going to see a couple crazy scores. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's at least one game with 6 or 7 goals in it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to move on to Australia on the overnight. Newcastle's been on fire since the restart. Western had a game go under and 1 go over. We're just going to ride Newcastle there. They've been BTTS over 2.5. So if you can pull that one, that'll probably get you plus odds, maybe plus 100 BTTS and over 2.5. But otherwise, at over 2.5, -125 is nothing. And 2 plays in Norway on Sunday. The Bodo Strømge set over 3.5, and Sarpsborg Alen. The reason I only put 1 unit on Bodo is because I'm going to be playing that game live. So if I put 1 unit at -150, no goals happen, but I get plus odds, I'll put another half unit just to be kind of straight up about it. And then Sarpsborg Aslan, Alisland or whatever, they've been trending hard for goals. So an over 2.5 in the Norway League is kind of unheard of. And that over 2.5 is definitely a good one. We'll be playing that one again live. Once again, I only put 1 unit there, and that's for a reason.
You might have Norway and Sweden. All them they just started, right? They're like their 3rd game or whatever.
I think it's a little deeper than that.
Might be something
that
5
or 6.
Oh, okay. Might be something.
We've been riding them hard. Yeah, we've been riding them hard.
I used to do Sweden back in the day, so I'm kind of familiar with some of the teams, but I haven't done that in a long time. Well, I'll tell you on those.
Yeah, but tomorrow my big thing is that boxing, man. These are 2 championship fights. Tennyson's going against Gwynn. Tennyson's been knocked out 3 times. There's only 3 losses in his career. He's 26-3 with 22 knockouts, and all 3 losses were KOs. He got KO'd. They think he was going after 130-pound weight class, so they think it was out of weight cuts. Cutting that extra 5 pounds. Now this one's at 135, so they think his conditioning and his chin should be better from that. And it was mostly body work that dropped him in those fights. So we're going to see a lot stronger.
That pays dividends.
Fuck yeah. And you know what I mean? That weight brutal and all that shit. So now we're going to see him fight 135. And really nobody wants to fight 135. You have the best boxers in boxing fighting at 135 right now. From Lomachenko straight down.
But anyway. Dude. When's he fight again? I need to start paying attention to boxing again.
In the fall.
He's
Yeah,
such a
he's
bad
coming up.
motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, he's coming up. But anyway, so these guys are fighting there 135. Gwynn has never been stopped, but Tennyson had some of the strongest hands for that 130-pound weight class. And you guys were talking about it before. The light guy's not having the hands. Tennyson is one of those dudes. He's a light guy, but he's got those fucking rock solid hands.
Yeah. Well, it's way different, and I mean, no one would be stupid enough. Even like Francis Ngannou, who's like the best hitting UFC fighter, can't hit nearly as hard as Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury or any of those guys. Like
well, you just have to worry about that.
If you just train about hitting, if you just train for hitting, you're going to be a better hitter than a guy who has to train for everything.
Well, you also don't have to defend anything above your shoulders or below your waist. I mean,
yeah.
So you can have that solid base and really get off. I mean, me and Twist watched a guy today that just took shot after shot to the face. He ate
would have been
150 jabs that hit him in between
crying
the eyes.
in my closet by round 7. Me, I would have been crying in my closet way before that. But that guy
we had
just
a great
took
day of boxing today. We hit the 14. We hit the under 3.5. We hit our round 1 through 3 bet, the KO. We're going to keep that going tomorrow. And Edgington Cheeseman, man, you guys are going to love this fight. So Edgington's the belt holder, but he's kind of fought tomato cans his whole career, and he's got zero defense. When this guy works, he doesn't move his head. So even bums get off on him. And Ted Cheeseman, he's coming in here minus 360 right now in the books as a challenger.
Yeah.
Once again, a guy that takes a lot of damage. He's lost his last 3 fights against undefeated prospects. But both of these guys take damage, man, and they've taken it their whole career. And I think this one's going to be a toe-to-toe bloodfest. And I think that minus 138 for no distance is nothing in a title fight. You're going to get 12 rounds of these guys bashing each other's face in.
Gotti Ward type of shit, huh?
Yeah, just like that. Like so, Cheeseman did well his last couple fights fighting on the back foot, so I expect him to do some of that. But they are going to unload when time comes. Should be a lot of fun. Like I said, it's going to help Cheeseman. Cheeseman's going to go on the back foot, but Edgington's not going to move, so he's going to fucking rock him.
When is this fight anyway?
5 p.m. tomorrow. You got to have these bets in.
Over in England, right?
But yeah, it's over in England. There's going to be some more. I'll drop some more stuff. It's a full card, and I like a lot of other fights here, so I'll drop some more stuff tomorrow. But those are the main ones, and I've got 3 units as of now on Edgington and Cheeseman, no distance. I might put more, or I might go hunting, because a lot of guys are looking at Edgington here. The way he won the belt, he took a fight on short notice to go fight a dude over in Italy, holding the belt. They didn't think he had a chance. And he went in there and knocked the dude out in the first round. So
it's the way to do it.
Yeah, these dudes are bad dudes, man, and they're going to come after each other, and it should be a whole lot of fun. Like I said, they've both taken a hell of a lot of damage recently.
Yeah.
Should see blood. We should see some knockdowns, and eventually that late round stoppage. Thinking like 8 to 10, somewhere in that range. What time do your guys' fight cards start? 5 o'clock?
6, I believe. That's what I'm saying. I was saying that Tuesday or whatever, or whenever the last time we were on a live stream. I was saying hopefully these mash right into each other.
Yeah, we should have a lot of action there.
Get to watch the English guys. Get to watch the English guys fight right into the.
Well, we have, Poops back. I see that. There's some baseball on tomorrow that I want to talk about. Oh, Giants took the lead. Hell yeah, let's go. Padres tied it up. That sucks. So tomorrow we got Bauer versus Fulmer on Reds Tigers.
Real quick.
That's already moving.
Quick, for the UFC fights, coverage starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So even later.
Okay. What's up, Twist?
I was saying, Donnie asked what time the UFC fights start tomorrow. The coverage starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay. Oh,
Yes.
perfect.
Yeah, it's actually.
So we're gonna
Yeah, it's
see-
actually going to be later. It's going to be later because it's in Vegas, so they have to fucking adjust that a little bit.
Gotcha. So we're gonna see probably in your early cards, we're gonna start seeing our main card. So I think Cheeseman will probably be about 7 or 8 o'clock.
Right. So if you're going to pick one of those to watch the fucking Cheeseman fight.
Yeah. If you're gonna pick any of these to watch, there'll be some fights. I'll post it out on the undercard to look out for. These guys really put on an excellent card, and this is their first event of the summer, so they really started with the banger here. We got a lot of guys that are like undefeated prospects coming up against each other, taking tough fights. So it should be a lot of fun. Just kind of like today. We saw some really good fights today. And the whole UK is putting out some good fighters. Can't wait. Can't wait for this shit coming up.
You've got me really into this fucking boxing shit, man. Like up until like probably a month ago, I hadn't watched boxing since I was like fucking 13, 14 years old. I can't even fucking tell you how many I've watched in the last 2 months.
It's just so pure, man.
It is like,
about it.
When you get two guys,
dude, the power behind those punches is just.
I kind of love it with no
dude. It's
fans.
unreal, man. Like
when
at
you hear
first
it,
glance, like coming from UFC where they wear like fucking nothing for gloves, like it looks and sounds like those punches really fucking hurt. But whenever you go and watch boxing, and you see those big puffy gloves, you're like, oh, there's no way that hurts. And then they hit the guy and they like stumble back and just like,
they
look like they lose it for like 5 or 6 seconds. And then you're like, oh shit. Like there's a lot of power behind that.
If professional boxers got to hit with 4-ounce gloves, there'd be so many fucking deaths, dude. Like that's the whole reason they invented the gloves to begin with.
Yeah. And
like,
I think,
even back in the 1800s, people were dying from it.
Yeah, and I think Donnie nailed it on the head. Like that's like, I mean, they don't have, like he said, you don't have to worry about getting hit like below the waist or anything like that. Like all you're doing is punching. So that's what you're gonna train to do is fucking punch and deliver power. And whenever you spend your whole fucking life doing that, yeah, man, your punches are really gonna fucking hurt.
Throwing a punch with your foot with your feet cemented into the ground is like a lot more power. You get more torque and more power than as opposed to be on your tippy toes,
Right.
ready to.
You want to see what these guys do? Look at how little this man is. See this? This guy probably weighs 140 pounds. Ryan Garcia.
I hate this fucking kid, man. I can't wait for him to get a real match. I mean, I like him because he's left-handed and I'm left-handed. I always root for the southpaws, but goddamn, I hate the fucking Justin Bieber of boxing, man.
Well, that is the one thing that boxing does differ from UFC is that they will pad stats like that and they will pad records and you'll get tomato cans and like that is a real deal. So.
UFC does it too. UFC does it too, man. If you look at some of these fighters, like if you look at some of their very first fights, they're against people that are like fucking 04, 03, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It might be worse in boxing. I don't fucking know.
No, but there's
way worse in boxing.
Bro. And all they get paid is to fight every couple of months and take abuse.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'll do that, man. If anybody wants to pay me $1,000 to fucking take a fall and get knocked out, my phone number is.
Do you guys got anything else? I think we're pretty good. I wanted to show you Urias versus Weaver tomorrow. The Dodgers. They're at minus 140 right now on the overnight. They're gonna shell Weaver.
Yeah. I was gonna say that looked good, and then Oakland on the bounce back. They're getting their ass beat by Seattle right now. I believe they're 3-0 so far this season when they lost, and it's Seattle, fucking Seattle. Like
something to watch too. I know the Mets are gonna open up as dogs, and Toussaint look like shit. think the Mets shelled him. And
Dude, I don't try.
I can't fucking. I'm gonna take the +1.5 there on the overnight.
My other one, I guess, because I hate myself, is the Reds. I don't know why
Yeah.
I
no,
even
I
said the
love
Reds, but
Bauer.
the Reds, it will be my other pick, even
Yeah.
though they don't want to ever fucking perform when I want them to.
You know, yeah, baseball gets frustrating, but then it's a long season. You know what I mean? As long as you manage your money right, don't chase these things. Just because you lost, don't make it 2 units the next time. Keep on playing your straight up units. That's how you win it back.
Yeah. Get a hot night.
That's it, dude. It's a long season. Well, we're a couple days away from actually getting real data. And once you get 2 turns, 3 turns through the rotation, you got such a better idea of who players are this year.
And I think that's. I guess I was looking at the Dodgers. They have a pretty short price right now against the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to shell Weaver. They're going to absolutely shell Weaver.
That's not a terrible look either.
-140, man.
And then the A's bounce back. I'm gonna hit as soon as that money line comes out. I'm gonna probably hit that. Like I'm gonna probably stay up till midnight or 1 o'clock or whatever and wait on that one.
You got anything else for us, Poop? Before we wrap this up, it's been a fun night, boys. Got a lot of action coming this weekend.
Yeah. I don't think Poop has anything left. I have like one thing left just to like fucking throw out there.
Okay.
If we're about done. I know a lot of people on this channel, it doesn't seem like a lot of them follow hockey. I do. I fucking love hockey. The hockey channel isn't very active even on fucking nights whenever there's a whole lot of games. There's probably only like 4 or 5 of us. But hockey playoffs start tomorrow. I threw out a pick earlier this week. I don't throw out a whole lot of hockey picks because I'm way more of a fan than I am somebody that you should fucking tail betting because I get way too fucking into it. But I threw out a pick earlier this week. Was for the make it through the Canadian series. It was -195. You can't get that line now. It's up to like -240, which I still think is fucking good. I would still take it. But hockey playoffs fucking start tomorrow. What was that?
Sorry. No. I'm watching the Astros. No, listen. Sorry, real quick. Just want to butt in. We do have quite a few hockey guys actually. They'll be back as soon as the season starts. Trust me. That's all I want to say.
It starts tomorrow.
Okay. Well, they'll be back probably tomorrow. Then I suspect Jim and the rest of the gang. They love that shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Fucking me, Jim, Thatch, Merpsy. There's a couple other guys that have been active in the hockey channel the last couple of days. But man, fucking, if you guys want another sport to bet on, hop on over to the fucking hockey channel. I don't throw out a whole lot of hockey picks because, like I said, man, I do way better in UFC than I do in hockey. Most of my hockey picks are based on like series long bets because, like baseball, fucking any game can go any fucking way. There's a thing in hockey called puck luck. It's a real fucking thing. Games can go either fucking way. But yeah, man, fucking hockey playoffs start tomorrow, man. If you guys want to bet on that, hop on over, join us. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be pulling double duty. I'm going to be in the fucking UFC channel and in the hockey channel, bullshitting with both of you guys.
Well, you're lucky.
Tomorrow's going to be a good fucking night, man. I can't fucking wait.
I'll be able to commentate the boxing for you.
Hell
while
yeah.
you're watching UFC. You tell me what's going on in UFC. I'll tell you what's going on in the boxing.
We should do a fight companion one of these weekends.
A what?
A fight companion, like what Joe Rogan and all them do.
yeah, dude. I'm down.
If we actually had 10 people in here, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm down, man.
Just a Saturday of drinking beer and bullshitting.
Yeah, dude, I was just thinking about that earlier, man. Fucking start like an hour or two before the fights and just fucking bullshit.
Hey guys,
for a little while.
Guys, I got to get back in here real quick. I tried to give this goddamn live bet out to everybody. The third quarter in the Rockets game over 57, and it just it hit 67, man. I don't know if anybody played that shit. I posted it everywhere in the server.
I played it.
in the
What is it?
chat here on the Twitter. I posted everywhere I could fucking possibly. I don't know where they got 57 from. That shit was crazy. You already had 150 goddamn points at fucking
Did we go on the
halftime.
fourth quarter?
What's the line on it? If
I'll
it's
tell you in a
under
second.
60, if it's under 60, fucking mash it, dude. I
I'll tell you in
don't
a second.
I don't know where they're getting these goddamn numbers from, but they're retarded to put 57 up there, man. 286 is the total. What's 286 minus minus 217? What is that? 86
59.
minus 17 is
59.
Man, throw a unit on it, man. It's worth a shot, dude. They scored. Listen, they've scored the lowest
80.
they've scored in any of these quarters is 67. How in the fuck are they getting these lines, man? They are fucking retarded. If mine comes up, I'm betting it. Sorry, I didn't mean to bust in there, but I'm just trying to give some people some fucking money, man, because it's fucking free today. Every
Dude, I love
goddamn
it.
thing in the NBA is going over. Everything in the NBA is going over. So check it. If you can get that fourth quarter line under 60, I would fucking mash it, dude. I wouldn't mash it. I'd throw a unit or two on it though. Anyway, sorry. I'll let y'all get back to it. Just had to butt in before this fourth quarter starts.
Yeah, it's 59.
Hoopster, you never have to apologize for trying to make people money, man. That's what we're here for.
Man, it's been free it's been fucking free this whole game, man. It's been unbelievable. I'm not watching the game, but I'm watching the scoreboard. They're just they're not even. It's like a goddamn all-star game. They're not playing any defense or nothing, dude. It's fucking crazy. So the good thing is that I think we've established a trend in the NBA, man. It looks like you can probably bet every quarter, every half, and every full game over at this point because it looks like no team is interested in playing any fucking defense. And so I don't know how long it's going to take Vegas to catch up to this shit, but I'm hoping tomorrow they don't because I'm going to mash every fucking over I see tomorrow.
Sweet.
Yep.
Awesome, man. Yeah.
That's all I got. Thank you, guys.
That about does it for me, man. How about you guys?
I'm good.
Cool, man. Well, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for coming out, guys. Had to put you in the screen there since you had your jersey on. Talking hockey with the Penguin jersey on. Chase jumped out.
Fucking let's go Pens, man.
Yeah. So, Chase, you good, bud?
Yeah. I was just gonna add that these are the two best offenses this season. So yeah, I mean, when I saw the over, I don't bet. I only bet props on NBA, but when I saw the over under, I thought that was a little off as well. But yeah, so I think that there's going to be a lot more scoring in the NBA. The over trend could be very well.
Sweet.
Other than that, I rambled a little bit.
Nice, man. Well,
all right.
Good having you guys here. Awesome.
Yeah, man. Like always, Donnie, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, that's all the picks there. Enjoy those. Catch us in the server all weekend. I'll have a bunch more soccer. We'll have baseball. We'll have a ton of other shit that we're giving out for free this weekend. Like I said, it's the free premium weekend. So enjoy. Let's make some fucking money, too.
All right, man.
Later, guys.
Yep. Bye.